Today we're going to be diving into some affordable housing, community property opportunities, alternatives, and all of that. Are you ready? North Carolina, Virginia, and South Carolina. Do your homework. Vanceboro, Ayden, New Bern, Burlington, Durham. Hey social media family, it's your girl Kayla here, back with another video. I hope you guys are having a marvelous day. If this is your first time coming across this channel, my name is Kaylee and I hope you are having a marvelous, fantastic year. On this channel, we discuss all things related to real estate. So if that is something that you are interested in, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and set it to all to be notified every time we have a new upload. Last week, we discussed affordable housing alternatives to lovely Section 8 because, as we discussed, Section 8 takes decades on decades on decades. So we delved in to an alternative to Section 8, and that was Section 7. A recap, Section 7 is very similar to Section 8. However, you get the opportunity to get housing sooner than later. You do not need any income, and yes, you heard that right. There is a waiting list. You get on the waiting list once you turn in your application. Once you get your apartment, is it party time? No. That we can use as a vehicle for upward mobility. And today, we're going to talk about resources specifically to Section 7. That means we're going to be looking at some properties, some communities, and talking about how the benefits and so forth. So if that is something that you're interested in, continue to watch the video. So we're going to start with, you will need, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You're not ready because you don't even have all your supplies. You will need a computer or iPad. I would recommend if you choose to use a phone, that would be fine too. Although, you know, the screen size on a phone, we only can do so much. So what you're going to need to do is go to google.com, and you're going to type in Westminster Company Properties, right? And you should see this first one. It said the Westminster Company. You're going to click it. Westminster Company is a part of the Section 7 family. Westminster Company has been servicing families for over decades, and it is a well-known property management that assists in the affordable housing crisis. If you have not heard of Westminster Company, I want you to get acquainted with this company. This company services states North Carolina, Virginia, and South Carolina. With that, they have communities within those states. And as we talked about last week, change comes in many forms, one being relocating. So if you are not living in either one of these states, you can do your homework, do your due diligence to build up that confidence on this journey and make a move. Back to Westminster Company. First things first, let's look at the cities that Westminster service. North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. So for the North Carolina cities, it is Vanceboro, Ayden, New Bern, Burlington, Durham, Salisbury, Charlotte, Stanley, Cornelius, Fayetteville, Lumberton, Spring Lake, Clinton, Jacksonville, Southport, Wilmington, Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem, Tarboro, Wilson, Greenville, and Pine Tops. South Carolina cities are Greenwood, Abbeville, McCormick, Spartanburg, and Simpsonville. Greenville and Greer, which is upstate, a really good area. If you're not familiar, upstate is a real good area in South Carolina. Upstate meaning mountains, beautiful. Weather is a little cold, more average in South Carolina, but it's a good area for if you're interested in any Medical, Greer Upstate has a lot of medical opportunities. So if that's something that you are chasing, that might be a good property for you. Myrtle Beach in Somerville, Newberry, Winsboro, Kershaw, Columbia, and Irmo. If you're not sure, if you didn't know, Columbia is the capital of South Carolina. So again, you have a lot of different opportunities for medical there as well. Anderson and Clemson, which is upstate. Beach Island. And then for Virginia, there is only one city for Virginia, unfortunately, at this time, which is Lynchburg. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click around a few properties in North Carolina, South Carolina, and the Virginia one to talk about how to know if this property that you qualify for. So we're going to look at Vanceboro first. You click on Vanceboro, you hit the search button, and then we start. So they have 4 properties, and we're going to click on Briarcliff Manor first. Here you see they have the address, the telephone number, the fax, the text, the manager's name, and the email. You always want to look at the description for all of these properties to see if you qualify for the property. Meaning, it says 40 unit elderly complex. If you're not 55 and up and you're 30 looking for affordable housing, this would not work for you. Now, your grandma looking for affordable housing, you can recommend it for your grandmother. All of these properties are 1 bedroom. If you move down some, they have the amenities, the office hours, and so forth. Next, Westwood Arms apartment. This is a elderly apartment as well. It says for 62 or older, or spouse who is disabled and under the age of 62. So they have a lot of the discrepancies in the description for you to be able to choose the perfect property for you. And then also you can recommend to others if you don't qualify and your grandmother, your uncle, whoever, you can let them know, hey, I seen this property, Elmwood, Westwood Arms, I think you qualify, let them know. So we'll look on at Bailey Lane. Bailey Lane, same thing, address, telephone, fax, text, manager's phone number, name, and email. This is a 35 unit apartment complex, offers 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. When you see 1, 2, and 3, typically those are family, all age communities. The 1 bedrooms are typically for the elderly, and the 2 and 3 bedrooms are for the all age families. So this doesn't say specifically for elders in the description, so therefore also another telltale sign that you qualify for this one. They do have the application here for you to print. You're not going to be able to do the application online. You have to print it and either fax, scan, or drop it off. When I say fax and scan, you only want to fax and scan if that particular park manager says, hey, yes, you can fax or scan your application in. 9 times out of 10, well, let's say 5 times out of 10, they're going to want you to bring it in, but you may have a younger property manager that is more tech savvy that can pull your application. Technology kind of triumphs some of these people that are in admin roles because they only know how to do it one way. So just give them a call. Hey, I'm interested in your property. I see that you guys do have the application online. However, am I able to scan or fax this in? Yes. Okay, is this the right fax number? 252-244-1008. Yes. Boom. If you're going to fax it, don't just only fax your application. Make sure that you do a makeshift cover page. You don't need nothing fancy. Get a blank sheet of paper to whatever company this is, and then you can also put attention application from Brittany Farmer, and then you want to let them know, hey, I applied. Boom. Once you do get your confirmation from your fax, it's going to say sent, failed, whatever. If it says sent, I will still call back. Hey, Mr. Damien, I just spoke to you about this application. I recently just faxed it in. I wanted to get confirmation if you received my application. Yes, cool, right? You don't want your application to be sitting on the printer for it to never be seen again. You want them to grab it off the printer as soon as you fax it. That way you can get on the waiting list. As soon as you put your application in, typically if you have done it properly, you have not left anything blank, X, Y, and Z, you will get on a waiting list ASAP. That is the goal, to be able to get on the waiting list as soon as possible. We don't want to be sitting on not getting on a waiting list for weeks and you already done your application. Doesn't make any sense to me. So you want to make sure that you get on a waiting list as soon as you turn that application in. Okay, so we looked at Vanceboro. Let's also look at if you would like to move near Charlotte. Now, as you guys can see, the cities have more than one city nearby it. So this one says Cornelius, Salisbury, Charlotte, and what other cities. So that means you're going to see properties for all of those cities. So if you don't see a city that you want to move in, if you see a city that's nearby that city, then you still apply because you're in a short commute. So this one for the Cornelius, Charlotte, Salisbury section has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 properties. Now, same thing, I will click and say Hillcrest Apartments. This one is located in Charlotte. You will see they have an address, a phone number, a fax, a text. I would never text an office, but if you wanna, I just wouldn't do it. The property manager's name and the email. The description, it says 48 units under the Section 8 program through the U.S. Department of HUD. I want to highlight that because HUD is under the Section 7 umbrella. Section 7 and Section 8 are like brothers and sisters. They're here to service all families that need affordable housing, so they are together. Only thing is, Section 7 does not take years on years on years, centuries, decades. It doesn't take that long. So this is the beauty about Section 7. You can get in within 6 months to a year. This community has 2 bedrooms. So it only has 2 bedrooms in this community. Now, if you're looking for a 3 or 4 bedroom, all you got to do is let's go to the next one and see if they have 3 or 4 bedrooms. This is Clancy Hill Apartments. They have 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Now, when you also look at the description, the phone number, fax, all of that information, you can look at the amenities as well. Westminster, no matter what property that is listed, they're all going to be ran the same. You may have a nicer property manager over here than over here, but all the Westminster Company properties are ran the same. Meaning you're going to get a refrigerator, you want to get a stove, you want to get a smoke detector, you're going to get all of the things, central air and heat. It's going to be there. The communities also have a laundry room on site for you to be able to wash your clothes and things like that. Every single last property has a laundry room on site. So you don't have to worry about washing you and your children's clothes if they got to go to school tomorrow. Next, we're going to move on to the South Carolina properties. The Greer Greenway area has 4 properties. And we want to look at Oakland Place Apartments. We want to move there. The property manager name is Antonasia Kirksey. And the address is there. The telephone number is there. The fax number, it's all there. This amenities has a laundry room. It has an easy commute to Greenville, and Spartanburg area. A playground for the babies to run around. Large closets, convenient to shop in, and so forth. Westminster Company does a great job with having different events throughout the year. One of the main events that they have is called National Night Out. National Night Out happens in August, and they have the fire department, the police department. They have different other educational components out there for the kiddos. They have food, games, and it's all free of charge for you to network with your neighbors, for your kiddos to network with their peers in the neighborhood, and just really a good way to meet and network. You never know who somebody is, and you never know who someone's going to be. So therefore, just speaking and saying hello, never know where it may take you. I didn't say you're supposed to go and tell them your life story now and all of that and your business, but National Night is a good way to network. They also have a resident service coordinator in every community, and what their job is to help you upgrade your quality of life, essentially. Your first meeting, they will talk about what you're doing now, what you want to do as far as your goals, whether you want to go to school, you want to go do hair, you want to do this, you want to do that. And they will file it with your file, and then guess what? The next year, they're going to follow up with you on your goals. So every year that you're in this community, you have accountability partner that will keep you on track along with you keeping yourself on track. So just having someone to present different resources that you didn't know about because you're going to be new, right? So you want someone there that's got your back and working alongside with you doing the same thing that you want to do. So the resident service coordinator is somebody that you want to meet other than your property manager as soon as you get there, so you can see what they have to offer for you. The resident service coordinator also is in charge of different events and basically essentially money for different programs or outings for your community. One year, a certain community, they did movies. They went to the movie theater twice in one summer, and they also went to a water park free of charge. All you had to do was get transportation, whether you rode the bus for $1, whether you did an Uber ride. It didn't matter how you got there. Once you got there, you were going to have fun, and that's all that matters. So on-site resident service coordinator is somebody that you want to network with once you move into your apartment. The 1-bedroom and the 3 bedrooms are the most in demand for these communities. 2 bedrooms have the quicker turnover rate. So if I were you and then you were looking for something today, I will check 2 bedroom along with 3 bedroom, but you don't want to leave the 2 bedroom unchecked because you can be held on the waiting list longer. How they see how you qualify for how many bedrooms you want is they allow 2 people per room. If it's you and you have 2 children, 1 child and you qualify for 1 bedroom, and then your other child qualifies you for that 2nd bedroom. Now, qualify means these people have to be on the lease. You can't be claiming somebody else's kids for extra rooms. They don't allow that. It has to be people on the lease. If it's you and 3 other children, you and the 1 baby, and then your other 2 kids still only qualifies you for a 2 bedroom. Are you following me? So I say that the 2 bedrooms are going to be easier and quicker for you to get in. Certain apartment complexes like Oakland Place has 4 bedrooms, so I can only imagine that here 1 and 4 bedrooms are probably going to be the most high in demand, and then your 2 and your 3 bedrooms are going to be the quicker ones that you can get in sooner. Whereas if it only has 1, 2, and 3, those 1 and 3 bedrooms are going to be holding it down. Okay, so let's move to Virginia right quick. Virginia search. Okay, this only has 1 community, which is okay. If you are in the Virginia area, it's called College Hill Apartments. College Hill Apartments, Michelle Jackson is the property manager. And here they have 2, 3, 4-bedroom townhome apartments. That means it looks like it's a upstairs and downstairs. They also have pictures on majority of them. So take a peek. Don't always look at the reviews. You can't go by the reviews because the majority of these apartments only have 1 or 2 reviews. So if you only have 1 or 2 reviews, that will bring down your rating. So if you really want to know how this apartment complex feels, looks, and things like that, just do a drive-by. Drive by, see what's going on, you know, talk to a few people, whatever. So another key thing about these properties are they all have 24-hour maintenance. Maintenance comes in from 7 to 5. If you need fire happens, make sure you call 911. However, if you have a flood, you can call your emergency maintenance. Emergency maintenance systems works if it's after hours. You have to leave a voicemail. They will call you back, hopefully sooner than later. That way they can come out to your property. They will call you back before coming because they want to know what they need, what's going on, and really if it's really an emergency. If you're looking for carpet, vinyl, wood flooring, they all have that in the amenities. So in the amenities, you will see that they have water and trash included. Do not have to have income to have an apartment. If you don't have any income, you don't have any rent. Therefore, they will be giving you what they call utility assistance to help out with your water and your power bill. There's no trash bill within any of these communities, so you will not be being billed for sewage, trash, and so forth. All properties do have security cameras, and most likely they will have a police presence. If you have kiddos, if your safety is a priority, I don't think you will mind having security cameras on the premises or a local police presence to deter crime. You would rather have that rather than coming home and you have a bullet through your window. So police presence is, look at it as if that's your security. I need this, right? So also far as the office hours are listed on every single property. So you want to look at the days that they are open. Each community has a day that they are closed, but they are open. So they're closed for you to come in and drop off things, but they're open for the admin work or if they have any appointments. Also, majority of these apartment complexes have a day that they accept applications. Most you can just drop it off and put it in a Dropbox or fax or scan it in if they give you an okay. Or you can ask them what day is the day that they accept applications if it's a certain day. So ask questions when you call, be kind, give them sugar more than vinegar, and then that way they will be just so pleasant to help you and be a helping hand while you are trying to upgrade your quality of life. It is very important to give sugar, and be positive. Positive vibration. Yeah. You want to be positive. Another one key takeaway is that every community is by a bus route. Majority of them, if they're near cities, is going to be by a bus route, meaning if you don't have a car, you are good. The bus is a great way for transportation and it's very inexpensive. So right now, our goal is not to spend a bunch of money. Our goal is to upgrade our quality of life. We're using this as a vehicle for upward mobility and not having too much ego or pride to be able to get where we need to get to. So I believe I have talked enough today, and I just really wanted to let you guys know specifically resources for Section 7. If you are living in a state that's not North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and it may be Missouri, California, Kentucky, make sure to put it in the comments what city that you are looking at, and I will be sure to do a video on properties that are near you. So let me know, and there's also any questions that you have that I not cover today or any other video, let me know as well, and then we will make sure to get those topics covered for you. So my name is Kaylee. I'm your host, and I'm checking out. Bye, guys.